My name is Miss Beth, and I'm here for our Frolic story today. Today's story is called Joe and the Slow Soup. This story has to do with a problem that Joe has. Joe is struggling to be patient in this story. You know, all of us sometimes have trouble being patient. Boy, I can think of a holiday coming up soon. Christmas. Before we know it, it'll be here. But you know what? It's really hard to wait right now. I have a song that might help us to remember what to do when we need to be patient. It goes like this. Be patient, don't be in such a hurry. When we are impatient, we only start to worry. Remember that God is patient too. And think of all the times when others have to wait for you. Maybe that will help you next time. Okay, let's see what happens to Joe when he needs to be patient. Joe and the Slow Soup. Waiting was hard for Joe, and waiting for food when he felt hungry was hardest of all. Ooh, I know it's hard, especially when your tummy's growling and you want that food. Let's see. One day, Joe's stomach felt especially empty. He needed something to eat right away. Just then, Joe spotted his friend Ava coming down the road with a bundle of carrots. Ava! Joe shouted. I'm so glad you're here. Could I eat some of your carrots? I'm hungry. I'm using these carrots to make soup, said Ava. But you can have some after it's done. I can't wait, Joe cried. I want something to eat right now. The soup won't take long, said Ava. Just have a little patience. Patience? How long was this soup going to take? Uh-oh. Okay, said Joe. Let's go eat this soup. We can't eat the soup yet, said Ava. First, we need some water to cook the carrots. Ugh, water? How much longer would they have to wait? But then Ava gave Joe a bite of carrot, and he felt a little bit better. Joe and Ava walked to the stream and found their friend Yuri. Hey, Yuri! Ava shouted. Do you have water for our soup? Yuri cooed and swooped into the air with a pail clutched between her toes. All right, we have water, said Joe. Can we eat soup now? You can't make soup with just water and carrots, said Ava. We need to get some lentils first. Ugh, lentils? Would this soup ever be ready? But then Yuri gave Joe a sip of water, and he felt a little bit better. Joe, Ava, and Yuri walked to the field and found their friend Hal. Hal, Ava said, do you have lentils for the soup? They're right here, Ava, shouted Hal, holding out a bag. Oh, I wonder if Joe is going to get his soup now. Let's see. Carrots, water, and lentils, said Joe. Can we eat our soup now? Not yet, said Ava. First, we need some spices to make the soup extra tasty. Have a little patience. Carrots, water, lentils, and now spices too? This soup was taking forever! But then Hal gave Joe a few lentils, and he felt a little bit better. Joe, Ava, Yuri, and Hal walked to the garden and found Rufus. "Hello, Rufus," said Ava. "Can we have some spices for our soup?" Rufus held out a leafy bundle. "I've got them, Ava," he said. "Great," said Ava. "That's everything we need." Together, the friends put the carrots, water, lentils, and spices into a pot. Then they waited for the soup to start bubbling. It smelled delicious. I bet some of you have waited for a bowl of soup before. You can smell it cooking, and boy, that just makes you want to eat it. But you have to wait till it's totally ready to enjoy it. Let's see if Joe gets his soup now, finally. Together, the friends put the carrots, water, lentils, and spices into the pot. Then they waited for the soup to start bubbling. It smelled delicious. While they waited, Hal and Rufus played a game, and Yuri whistled a song while Ava watched the soup. Everyone was having fun while they waited. Everyone but Joe. There he is. He's not looking too happy still. "I can't take it anymore," Joe shouted. "My stomach is empty. I need soup, and I need it now." Ava, Rufus, Yuri, and Hal looked at Joe. "Have a little patience," they all said at once. "But how do I get patience?" Joe asked. "I want some right now." "I think God could help you," said Ava. "Why don't you try praying for some patience?" So Joe closed his eyes. "Dear God, waiting is hard sometimes. Please help me have patience so I can have fun while I wait. Amen." Joe opened his eyes. He felt different and better. Not long after, the soup was ready, and the friends filled their bowls. It was the best soup Joe had ever tasted. "Great soup, Ava," Joe said. "What's the secret ingredient?" "Just a little bit of patience, Joe," said Ava. Ava, Yuri, Rufus, and Hal all laughed, and after a moment, Joe laughed too. The end. Oh, like I said, sometimes it's just so hard to be patient. But try to look for ways that you can have fun while you wait. And remember that God is with you to give you help in the waiting. Let's try our song one more time. Be patient, don't be in such a hurry. When we get impatient, we only start to worry. Remember that God is patient too, and think of all the times when others had to wait for you. Bye, friends!